Damn, you were struggling for a second.
It's called butter right there. That's what we call that.
All right, buddy. What are you touching? What are you fucking?
I'm counting the holes in the road. It's important. You would understand. You're not even a driver, bro. So pretty much what we're doing with the SI is getting ready to put the motor in it. Motor's right here. It's a simple stock block head package, nothing crazy. And this is all the parts we're going to be replacing. New valve cover, the new Blackworks rear control arms, ASR subframe with the ASR bar. These are all the bolts right here from this guy, Resto Tuner. Give him a good, definitely look him up, because if you ever need like OEM bolts, you know, pretty up like this with the zinc, everything nice and clean, this is the guy right here. Big shout out to him. He sent me also all the OEM clips for the side skirts, some of the screws, a gasket I needed, some of these clips for the, this is the clip for the hood hinge, or the, what's the little stick called for the hood?
That little bar that clips in.
For the bar that holds the hood up, yeah. Gasket, another clip, so the guy's good stuff. This is the boot for the transmission and where the clutch 4 comes out. These are the quick release hood hinges. This is for the fuel pressure regulator, and this is a billet valve cover that I ordered because I wanted to look at least decent from Skunk 2. These are just the coils. This is the billet Speed Factory valve cover bolts. That's pretty much it for now. We're just gonna start working on the car. Hopefully we can have the motor in. I say by at least the end of the week, I wanna have the motor in. I'm waiting for a few parts still. I'm gonna do suspension, finish up the suspension today, install some of the stuff, get the motor cleaned up. And what I'm gonna be doing is just waiting on the supercharger, and I'm just waiting on my motor mounts from Hashports. So once I get the motor mounts from Hashports, I think we'll be all set. Put the motor in. I got the headers, that will be in another video. I gotta bring them in. I got some ASP headers. Waiting on the exhaust. And a few odds and ends, like the lines, a couple small things, nothing crazy, but I think we'll have the car, we should have this car buttoned up within the next 2 to 3 weeks. I'll have the car ready to go back to Jamie and get tuned. Other than that, that's pretty much it, and we're gonna be painting the front. This hole's not big enough. Damn, brake line thingies, but this one's not. This is gonna give me a little bit of a headache.
Show the camera.
That's fire, bro. So pretty much what I'm doing right now is I'm cleaning up the motor, getting ready for painting, getting ready to install the billet valve cover, the little billet side cover that goes here, the VTC and all that stuff. I'm gonna clean it up. I'm gonna degrease it, hit it with the wire wheel, make it nice and pretty. Just paint all around, you know, so at least it looks decent, because it's pretty dirty right now. I don't want to put it in the car this way after I did all that work to the car. So yeah, that's what I'll be doing for the next couple of minutes. I'm gonna start taking up the motor. I'm pretty much done cleaning it as much as I possibly could. I was just using the air to blow it out. Just getting it ready to, like I said, put a little bit of paint on it. Nothing crazy. I want it to look a little bit better than what it is right now, because it is pretty dirty. So I'm just gonna tape off the head because the head was already machined, so the head's all nice and clean. I don't want to get paint all over it. So I'm just gonna put a little tape on it, just so I can not get tape all over the head. And this cover I didn't clean because, like I said, I got a billet valve cover, billet side cover, not valve cover. So I'm just getting ready to paint it. Like I said, I don't care about the side cover because I have a billet one. I'm just getting ready to paint the block. Do like make it look a little prettier. Nothing crazy. I don't expect it to come out like super nice, but just better than what it is right now. I'm gonna put a little primer down. Alright, now I'm going to do the same thing to the back of the motor. Oh man, I should not be dragging that. Should be pretty dry by now. Yep, it's pretty dry. Yep, good. I'm gonna give it one quick coat, and I'll give it another coat. I'm gonna give it that, let it dry for a few minutes. I got the rear. I want to do one final coat. Make sure all the paint sticks. It looks pretty decent as of right now. To show you guys. I don't know if you guys can tell on the camera, but it looks pretty decent. It's coming out nice. Gonna let it dry for a little bit. Then I'm gonna do the rear. So I finished painting the motor. Came out pretty good. It's all dry now. I'm gonna be installing the side cover. So this is what the side cover looks like. It's a two-piece from Skunk 2. So I'm gonna be installing this. Just gotta put a little bit of Honda bar on the bottom, Honda bar down here, and it came with all the screws and everything, and the cover for the tensioner. So this is what I'm gonna be installing next. So this is where I'm at so far. I put the motor in this little car, it's a little more comfortable. I put the side cover on, put the bracket on, so I'm gonna put the valve cover on now. I still haven't decided if I'm gonna do a stock water plate or if I'm gonna do the electric K-tune water kit. Depending on the bracket setup, how I'm gonna fit the supercharger and all that stuff, I'm gonna decide if I want to do the K-tune electric water pump kit. But this is how it's coming out so far. Paint came out pretty good. My clip done a little bit better, but it's okay for now. I'm just gonna put the valve cover on now. I already put the gaskets on and everything, so I'm gonna put it down, and then I'll show you how it looks, kind of like a mock-up of what it's gonna look like in the car. So this is kind of what it's looking like so far. Give it a little back up a little bit. Just want to see some of the details. Titanium. And then I had the OEM zinc ones for the plugs. Little side. like a little preview of how it came out. I'll be mounting the transmission tomorrow on the clutch. Well, yeah, this is what is coming out so far. So the red will go with the red on the calipers. I'll have a few more things like the brake lines in the rear are also red. A little darker red, but it'll be okay. Coming out very nice. So right now I'm just cleaning up the transmission with a wire brush, just taking out all the old paint. So I bought all brand new titanium bolts from Speed Factory, all these bolts. Then I got all these 10 mils OEM. I'm gonna be replacing all that, making it look nice and pretty. So pretty much I'm just cleaning with the wire brush right now. I'm gonna primer it and just give it a nice fresh coat of paint so it looks a little bit prettier than what it is right now.
All right, so we just got the Hasport motor mounts in, all the hardware. So now we're ready. After the transmission gets painted, we're ready to put the motor in and go forward.
So the first coat of primer is done. I'm gonna be spraying it with this silver. This is as close as to OEM as I could possibly find. So I'm gonna be doing the first coat of paint now. Just letting it sit for a little bit because it's still a little bit wet from the primer. So I'm gonna give it like another 5 minutes, and then I'm gonna start painting it. So I'll give it one coat. Probably gonna give it like 2 coats to make it nice and even. So hopefully it comes out as good as the engine did. Yo, the way this paint sits, bro. So I pretty much did the second coat. It's all painted, just kind of still drying a little bit. I'm putting all the hardware back on right now. Little 10 mils for the tranny. Just getting it ready to put on the motor. Let me hold the motor. These are the back ones. This is the back one. This ball is way too long.
All right, the motor's in. Now we're gonna do the rear T bracket.
So we're gonna be using the ASP headers, big tube megaphone, some old school, if you know, you know. These are old school throwback headers. I've had these before that make great power. Right now they're very hard to find. They're discontinued, so I was able to find a set for a good price. Shout out to that guy in Connecticut that sold me these, the part out guy. Yeah, this is what I'm gonna be installing. Were you nervous, nigga? Your camera. So pretty much what I'm doing now is just replacing the 12 mils from the tranny. I ordered a bunch, just replacing with the zinc OEM ones from Restomod. So this is what it pretty much what it looks like. I'm just gonna take this one out real quick so I can replace it. But that's what it's looking like so far. It's matching. It's gonna match the housing ones right here. Kind of matches with the sensor. I put the 10s up here. Also 10s up here. This little 10, this 10. So they're all gonna pretty much match. This is what it looks like so far. More towards the bottom of the transmission. I'm just missing one bolt that's down there, and that's about it.
Bumper's already painted. Johnson already put the clear coat. Now he's wet sanding to get ready to wet sand and buff.
Yeah, this is the fun part.
Exactly.
Doors, please.
So this is pretty much kind of the end result. I still have some spots to hit, like right here. I gotta do some correction, and I have to wet sand and buff this whole bottom part, but my sander or my buffing machine is too big, so I can't get in there. I gotta buy one of the smaller ones, which I'll be doing for tomorrow. But overall, I'd give it, Harvey gave it an 8. I'd give it like a 6.5. I think it could have came out a little bit better, but also I'm not a body guy, and I'm not a painter. So for my first time painting something, like, I don't know if you guys can see it on camera, looks pretty good. There's no overspray on the lip or anything like that. We just have a couple spots we still have to hit, so I'll be doing that tomorrow. But yeah, this is what it looks like. I'll be doing fenders and all that stuff tomorrow also. It's kind of dark in here, so we gotta get some more lighting, but you guys get the little gist. So far this is what I've done to the car. I did the control arms. I cleaned up the suspension a little bit. I'm still gonna be doing some painting and some, I'm gonna take the suspension off to clean it, do some painting back here. I wanna paint these rails, but I installed the ASR subframe and sway bar. I put all the new zinc bolts back here. I'm waiting for this bolt, and I'm waiting for that bolt in sync right there on this side, in zinc. But this is what it's looking like so far. Car's coming out really, really nice. I'm gonna be painting all this underneath area, the trunk space back here. I want to paint all that, and I'm still also waiting for my wheelwood calipers and my rotors. Those are gonna be installed soon too. As soon as I get them, and I'm gonna try to get some center caps for these things. I gotta get some different lug nuts. I don't like these ones. So yeah, that's what it looks like so far. This is what I've done so far. I'm still waiting for my water pump kit. I'm using the electric water pump kit. Starter came in, waiting for my clutch line. All the zinc bolts came in for the transmission. I don't know if you can see that or not. But yeah, all these little zinc bolts came in. I'm still waiting for these ones right here. Headers are on. I used the OEM bolts came in, OEM gasket. I'm using the ASP headers like I mentioned before. The solenoids back there also. I ordered a brand new OEM one. Brand new OEM. This is also brand new OEM, the knock sensor. So I just wanted to as OEM as possible. So this is a billet, a skunk tube billet timing cover, timing chain cover. So yeah, car's coming along. I'm mocking up the front end. Not done yet. I still have some work to do, and I gotta correct a few issues on the bumper and the fender so they can be perfect. Well, so they can be good. Yeah, this is how it's coming out so far.